So in this tutorial, I'm just going to show you guys where on the PhET website you're going to find your simulations that we're going to be using today. This is a very fun website. There's a lot of distractions, as you can see in the sliding demos before you. What I would like you to do is find the blue Play with Simulations button and click on that. And you'll notice I have the worksheet up here on the right side so you can kind of follow along here. Then find where it says All Sims, which is down here on the lower left side. And once you click on that, you'll get every sim that they have available. Scroll down just a little, and they are alphabetical, and find battery resistor circuit. That's the first one that you're going to want to work with. Now this is kind of supplementing everything that we're talking about in this chapter. So I'm hoping you'll get a better visual of these circuits that we've kind of been talking about. So when this comes up, you want to click on the picture of the simulation, and you should notice in the bottom left that you have the file downloaded. Once you click on that, it's going to pop up, and Java may give you a pop-up window. Just click OK on that window that pops up for you if you've never done a Java app before, like this one. And if you don't want it to pop up every time, all you have to do is click the Do Not Show This Again and click Run. So now every PhET simulation will come up with no problems there. So your goal on this is to just kind of play around. You'll notice there's some questions. What do the green dots stand for? What you want to do is you want to check Show Cores and Show Battery. Okay, so you can kind of see what's going on in there. You're going to be playing around with these different values, both the voltage of the battery and adding more resistance to the resistor. And with that, you'll see temperature changes down here, and you'll also see a change in the current. And you can kind of see it visually with this pinwheel, but you can also see it on the scale here. So to give you, if you want to click the Show Voltage Calculation, you can. It kind of shows you how that works, but that gets a little cluttered, so feel free to take that off. And if you want to see what the voltage of the battery is, you can uncheck that box, but definitely click the Show Cores box and leave that selected. So when you play around with the different voltages, you're going to notice different things happening. As the voltage goes up, you can see it changes the temperature. As it goes down, it changes the other way. As it goes way down, okay? So you see there's a good balance, and hopefully this will show you that there's a reason we put resistors into lines of electrical current. As you change your resistance values, you should also see different things happen. Notice the amount coming out gets clogged up, slows down, so that the amount reaching back around is less. Okay, so play around with those, go through the questions that go with them, and you'll be able to answer all those. The second one, after you do that, you can close that one up, is resistance on a wire. So all you got to do is click the back arrow and scroll down into the R section. And there it is. This one's interesting because it deals more with the formulas of finding out how things relate to each other. Hopefully it'll give you a better idea of the amps and volts. All right, so here we have different values. You can see how much is going on in there. And you can change these around. If you increase the resistance, what happens? If you increase the length or decrease the length, what happens? Which values get greater when you change these values? And that's what all these questions are just asking you. It says, do this step and then tell me what happens. So I think you guys can figure that one out. The last one, and that one opened right in the window, so that must be an HTML5 sim. Oh, yes, it is right there. So that's good. If we can get more of those, we'll be going a little faster here. So go back to the tab and find Ohm's Law. That's going to be back up a little bit. And again, this one kind of addresses, good, this will open right in your browser as well. This one kind of addresses the relationship between the resistance, current, and voltage in just a little bit different way. So here we are. So I just ask you 3 quick questions about that. What happens if we adjust this? What happens if we adjust that? And you're just going to see what happens. Okay? If you have any questions on those, feel free to let me know. Otherwise, get off and running.